Good morning everybody, it's Denise here, Denise Junk Journals UK. Thank you so much for joining me. It is lovely to have you here. And yes, we're going to be working on the blue journal again today. I'm happy to tell you that my desk is much tidier. In fact, it was clear, well, the bit that you see, you know, when I say my desk, I'm talking about the working portion of it. It's clear, and well, it was until I just brought all this lot up. But it's fairly clear, so I've got quite a space to spread. Of course, it won't take me long to mess it up, but here we go. So I was just looking for this because yesterday the last thing I said to you was we need a place to start, and we're going to start collaging on this. I have got in here, which I will take out of the plastic envelope because it's a horrible shine, all the bits and pieces that may go into this journal. And what else did I have here? All those blue grungy papers. Yep, we might use some of those now. Just a plain piece of backing. Another grungy paper, right, they were all there. What were all these? These are all things that we might be playing with. Yeah, so a couple of nice piles there. This we're definitely playing with. We might put those in, we don't know. And then I've brought four pieces of card that I just spotted at the side of me. The beautiful blue rose with a white blue background with a white rose, and they're just wood effect on the back. So it's just from a scrapbooking pad. So I thought they might go nice. I know the back. I haven't looked and tried it, but I know the back needed some blue tags, didn't it? Now they're stitched down quite tight, those pockets. So yeah, they would probably be the perfect thing actually to go in there. Yeah, even with that thumb notch it's a bit tight, so yeah, we'll probably end up with a couple of those in there, you know, with something on them. Yeah, good, jolly good. Okay, let's close it up for now, otherwise I will get distracted as I do, and we're going to work on this. Yes, I've been fussy cutting for my life. Absolutely love fussy cutting, and when it's a new kit and a big kit, and I'm not saying any more than that because it's not out yet. Yeah, love it. It's my favourite thing, you know, relaxation wise. So I've got these papers, but I don't necessarily want it all blue grungy. So let me just, here we go. Just drag some bits out of the top of here. Oh, we used some of that, didn't we? Yeah, let's have that. So we do need some plain pieces. I don't want any edith on it, do I? It takes me a while to get to the actual scraps. Oh, I thought that was out with those. It is now. This nice bluey piece. All sorts of bits of cute things in here. I think that'll do me for now. I don't really want to put a page, I don't think. I think with what I've got there, I'm only doing the front of it. I should have probably, before I tore it, collaged it before I tore it, shouldn't I? I could do with a piece of paper inside it to glue on, but let's use the glue in. Oh, it is. It's here. I was going to say the glue book's not away. I thought I'd tidied everything away. So if we put a piece of that inside it, I don't know, not do it too big. There, so I don't want to glue it shut, and then I can glue over onto there and then tear it again. If you see what I mean. Yeah, lovely. Okay, so, and actually I don't necessarily need to cover it all because it's that beautiful coffee dyed envelope anyway. Let's get some ink around the edge and see what it's looking like. Yeah, I'm not going to fully collage it, I don't think. I'm just wondering about the thickness of it now. We'll see. Right, where are the little bits? Let's start with those because it's always good to use some scrappy bits up, isn't it? Let's get the white off. I don't have my little tear ruler out really. My tiny, well, not tear ruler, my little ruler for tearing with. Yeah, I don't want white on this one. And I haven't looked in the drawers, but I haven't found my my top from yesterday. I did find that, which is a stainless steel pin that came with with it, or one of them. Oh yeah, came with it, because they come with the top, don't they? The pokey bit. They don't come with the actual glue bottle. Whoops. That's pretty. This is a bit thin. I'm going to have some of this up here, I think. Lined on that side. Oh, lined on both sides. Ooh. I don't like it when it does that. I'm going to have to go over, I think. Oops. Yeah, over the edge. I don't want it that. And then tear it back. You see what I mean? So maybe that's the thing to do. Which side's going down there? The top. So I want all this covering. Whoops. So I hope you're all well. I'm doing well. Neil's off again today, and we've been out for the morning. We've had a lovely trip out to well, we don't live far from the Humber Bridge, you know, a car drive away, but we've been out to a nice, small but nice garden centre. I'm going to cover that up, aren't I, because I've got white showing, and like a cafe restaurant, and well, craft shops and things like that. Just a small outlet for the morning, just a little walk around. We didn't buy any plants or anything like that. We had brunch, and we had, that's quite a nice bluey colour, isn't it? Bright. Ooh. Right, I'm going to tear that out because I might use that somewhere, and then I've got, you know, that floral corner. So this is Tina's at Shabby Dabby Doo down. You know, that I might use that somewhere, and then this then becomes a scrap piece. I might as well use scraps. That's quite a nice piece as well. So let's tear that out. I love taking digitals apart and using them as, you know, the pieces that the original maker put together to make the digital. So that's left me with this. Yeah, we didn't buy anything particularly. I bought a birthday card and something else. Something that I can't tell you because it's going to be a little present for somebody. So I bought that person one and me one, so when they receive theirs, I'll tell you what it is. Now, isn't that mean of me? That is mean. I know I've got a rip there. I don't mind it. I want it all. I could tear it off, but I want it all. It's going to glue down. I'm going to go into that corner, but stick out a bit, in a bit. So yeah, we've had a nice morning, and it's warmed up, I'm pleased to say. Now, Tanya, who's Chatty Treasure, is in Wales on a holiday. I know a lot of you follow Tanya who follow me, not all of you, but a lot of you. And yeah, she's having gorgeous weather. And sometimes Wales can be, you know, not as nice as the rest of the UK. You know, it's beautiful and green because it rains a lot there. A bit like Ireland. Ireland's the same. But no, that, you know, she's sending me reports of how beautiful, hot it is. Should we have this on here? I quite like that though. Yeah, and I was like, well, it's freezing here, and she's like, I can't believe it. So yeah, I'm pleased to say that today the weather is much better. We went out, you know, in our shirt sleeves, and I was only just warm enough when we first went out, but yeah, the sun's come out and it's beautiful now. So Neil and His Royal Highness the cat sat in the garden. Well, he sat in the garden now, wasn't very happy because his dad had the lawnmower out, and he doesn't like it, doesn't like the noise of it. Quite like it there. So yeah, it goes in the greenhouse even when it's hot, which it is. He's really moved into it. It's bizarre. So he's got there's like an old duvet cover on the bench that he's claimed as his. I gave it to Neil, you know, to use for rags, and he'd put it up there on the bench, so it's nice and clean. He hasn't used it yet, nor is he going to. So he's claimed that, and then, like I say, I think I've told you before, his bed was underneath, which he decided he would use, and then underneath that there's another, like 3 levels. Underneath that there is you know, a little concrete floor where he sits and looks out at the world, and when Neil's cutting the back lawn, it's very close to where he sits, and he's not happy. He doesn't like it, so he comes out. But yeah, he's finished cutting the lawn now. I just want a bit of something down there, and I'm wondering about a bit of, should have folded that over and glued it, shouldn't I? Never mind. A bit of text, even though I said I didn't want text paper. How am I going to rip that now? Let's see. It's still wet. Oh, not too bad. Luckily it wasn't the real thick paper. Yeah, we've nibbled it a bit, but when I ink it, it'll soften. Let's do it. Yeah, so they're out there now. He had a little adventure last night. I'll tell you in a minute when we get going. Old Mr. Simba cat. There's some nice text. It's a full page, but I'm not looking for scrappy bits. Where's my little ruler then? Here we go. Oh, that's not the one I thought I'd got, but it's a little ruler, it'll do. I thought I'd got my metal one. Oh, what? It just recently, every time I start filming, I start hiccuping. Is it trapped? I don't like to say wind. Is it trapped air or something? Not breathing properly. I mean, I want the tiniest little... See what I mean about was it worth tearing the paper for? But I think it was. Oops. Left his tail behind. I think that will do for this. So I'll back those 2 pieces for the back next, because that's a nice easy job, isn't it? Yeah, I've had a busy morning out having fun. So I'm lazy crafting today. Might have a label or something on that. I'll just let it dry first, I think, and let's get the sizes for these, and then we'll back them and then decide what we're going to put on the front. Put that little pin in there. I might go back to the little pin, actually. I get it in easier than that beaded piece. Okay, so we're going to the back here. So one piece might do both. Let's see. Yeah, because they're not easy. It's going to need a tab on it, so about there with a tab on. What have we got size wise? Don't move your finger, Denise. Oh. I'm on centimetres, so we're about 9 centimetres, and the whole thing is too big for that ruler. Oh, and this is the one that measures from the middle out. Oh no, it doesn't. My mistake. 17. So half of 17 is 8.5. No, I'll cut it at, I think, what did I say? I wanted 9. I don't want to make it 2. I know it's only half centimetre, but I've got plenty of it, haven't I? Let's cut it at 9. We're nice and square. I've obviously cut them square for something. I was going to say I'll tuck it under my chin, but I won't, because you won't be able to hear me microphone. Yeah, I think by the time that's got, you know, a tab top there, it's plenty big enough to get in. So maybe this one will be too. I do love it. It's one of my favourite. Oh yeah, yeah, that's fine. Tab top on there. Okay, so we're having them different ways. Yeah, let's keep them that way. That's not going to happen, is it? I don't suppose it matters if they go the other way. Anyway, what do I want to back them onto? So I'm just wondering if I've got scraps rather than going into the coffee dyed paper, because, you know, I've only got about 40 reams of it. But still, a piece out here would be good. Yeah, there, look. I knew I had pieces in that were for backing. Anything else? That's a bit too strong, I just want paper. No, I think there'll be plenty in there to choose from. Ooh. Roll on Sunday and get some of that sorted out. Although I'm going to do an extra one this week, ready for my holiday, so that should empty it quite a bit. That's thick white cream card. I've got a piece of that somewhere already. Now lined might be nice, and that does need moving on. Or this one. That's very thin, you can see through it. It's got the dark wood behind it, that's quite thin as well. I'm going to leave both out because I just don't know what I want, and move the rest out of the way. That's best. Let's put that back in there. My filing system, lots of bags. Now, of course I could have one of each, but I do want it to look something like a matching pair, so do I like the lines? I think I'm going to go with the other one. I'll put those under there, they might end up in something. I'm going to go with this one. In the middle of it, I'm going to go in the middle and don't want to use that edge because it would only be on part of it, wouldn't it? So, yeah, I think I'll fabric-tack it for ease. Like I say, lazy crafting today, so let me know, are you in a lazy mood? Are you, what do they say, nose to the grindstone and going at it? Yeah, that's quite a lot. Sometimes I just enjoy putting the glue on. Oops. Oh, I must put wet ones on my wet wipes on my shopping list. We're going shopping. We're going shopping this afternoon as well. I do have a blood test today. I don't, I said it a bit quick, just in case you didn't hear me. I don't have a blood test today. Talking quietly, I don't know why. Speak up, Denise. So, my mum went shopping with my sister this week. So it's just me and Neil. And I said to him, I want to go and do a cheap shop. He said, well, that's not happening. So I'm creating a list. I'm thinking, let's do a list and just get what we want for this week's meals and nothing more. I'll let you know how I get on. Okay, so I'm not buying sweets and treats and desserts and anything like that. I'll buy fruit. I just tried that to see if it worked, but it didn't. Yeah, I'll buy fruit and yogurt, and that's what we'll be having for sweet trees. And I have been using up my food cupboard, you know, because food is so expensive at the minute. So it's pretty bare as regards, you know, tin stuff. But to be honest, I used to keep it reasonably full, and you know, some things would be in there for months, if not, you know, weeks, if not months. So yeah, I'm not doing that so much now because I don't know. I'm waiting for prices to go down. That's never going to happen, is it? But you know, that money might as well stay in my bank as in my food cupboard, if you see what I mean. So yeah, I mean, we'll have bits in, but I'm not stocking up. It's just too expensive. It's my holiday month, as you probably gathered, at the end of this month. So yeah, I mean, we went shopping last week and spent 70 something pound, and good grief, it's just crazy. There's only two of us, and you know, it wasn't a massive shop. It was just an ordinary shop. So I don't want to spend that this week. It's crazy for two people. Yeah, I want the money for my holiday. So yeah, like I say, I'll let you know. I'm going on now, aren't I? But that's what I'm going to do this afternoon. Right, let's get these bits in the bin before I decide I need to keep them. Where's the book gone? There it is. I just want to look at it to give myself some inspiration about what I want on here. So we was having the longer one at the bottom, weren't we? You can move some stuff out of your eye line because it must be driving you mad. Just square it up a bit. That's the glue book can go. Okay. So we've got like, what's going to show, not too much on there. We've got a bit of greeny blue or deep blue, and we've got this key here. Let's have a look at some tabs. That might be. Yeah, I'm wondering about maybe just putting a cluster on them. Now I could cut some out that shape if I want them that shape. I do quite like that shape. Oh, I say, it's stuck to the bottom of my drawer. So what shall we cut them at? What colour? What pattern? And then do I just want a beige? You know, to match the keys over here. Have a bit of Edith. What about? Oh no, that's not what I thought it was. Could have some of the brown from the back. No, that's too many. Too much. Yep, I think I want something plain as I look at pattern against it. That one's not so bad, is it? It's very thick though. Let's cut a couple out and try. We're back to this trial and error crafting. I'm just getting my tab punch. I'm sure it sounds very noisy when I go in that drawer. It is just that it's got lots of metal things in it. That's what's making it so noisy. Yeah, it's scrapbooking paper, so it's very thick. Right, which side do I have the open bit? That side. So I need to cut that. Very noisy and clunky. So I told Neil about my shelf. He hasn't been to fix it yet because it was last night and he's obviously forgotten, but he just raised his eyes and didn't say anything. Raised his eyebrows, I should say. His eyes stayed where they should be. You are a ninny, Denise. He didn't raise his eyes. I suppose you could raise your eyes heavenward, couldn't you? Oh dear, the English language, it does make me laugh. Such fun. Yeah, I quite like the wood with that. It's sort of a china blue, isn't it? It's beautiful. What do we think? Yeah, it does kind of tie it in with there. Okay, good. And it says Merry Christmas on the other side. And actually, although it's cheap scrap pad, it hasn't cracked as I've turned it over and burnished it, which often the cheaper scrap pads do. Scrapbooking pads, I mean. Oops. Come on. Oh, I think I went a bit wonky. It's not bad though. Shall I put that on first then? Let's ink it. You can see the wiggly lines from the glue. And I've put the paper on back to front. Do you know what I mean? It had a little mottled. Well, I think I have. You know, because you'll have watched. It had like a very slight but mottled kind of appearance. It's different. That's what I said about it being thin. I don't mind it, to be honest. It looks like someone's just scribbled. That way and that way. Okay. Once these are on, we know the right way, don't we? Did I ink them both? That one doesn't look inked. And the birds are singing. So I'm hoping, you know what I'm like. I'm the same when I start crafting. I always think I get a lot more done than I do. But I'm hoping I'm going to have an hour outside in my deck chair. Get a few sunshine rays on my skin, I guess, for some vitamin D. Help my bones and blood, and get the shopping done as well. So we'll see. I want that top corner. I often do when I put these. Can I reach it? I'm going to go that way, I think. Oh no, it won't go in. No, I've done it. I'm going to have to just cut it off. I don't know, I just don't like the pointy, that's it, just cut the edge like that, Denise. I just don't like the pointy corners when I've got this round bit here. Does that make sense or not? Probably not. It does to me. It will to some of you. Because it is, well, I suppose I was going to say it's late afternoon. It's not late afternoon, it's just afternoon. So, well, mid-afternoon. We're splitting hairs now. Oops. Straight, please. I didn't quite get it in the middle either, but I don't think I did that one. I wasn't in the mood, as you know. Lazy crafting for measuring and marking. There we go. Right, so there's a lot going on the page. You don't want much on them. That's what's stopping you. I didn't like the feel of that. What's in there? Oh, something at the bottom. I've maybe never had anything in it all the time it's been made. How strange. Oh yeah, something there. I think it was stuck to the backing paper. How come this goes in and that won't? That's just bizarre. There's nothing stopping it now. You're just being awkward. Well, I do feel something there when I press down. Must be a ridge in the that's just so annoying. A ridge in the, what do you call it? Collaging. Something's moving as I don't want to go right through the bottom. Just there. Hold it down. It's just a little blob there. What is wrong with you? It's obviously a blob of glue, isn't it? It won't go past it. It's not like that's well stuck on. Well, I've never had this before. That's the strangest thing. Where a ruler, oh, you see I'm nearly at the bottom there, so the ruler's right down there. So why won't that go in? It won't. Well, that is just the strangest thing I've ever... Oh, we've gone. Let's do it a few times. I'll have to pull that in and out a bit and make it work. I don't know what's up with it. It's in now, look. Will you go in again if I take you out? Yes. There obviously was something stuck up, but I don't know what it was. Okay. Oh well. You see it all, warts and all here. I'll leave it in and you'll see that my pocket didn't work. Oops. It's been made a long time, that pocket as well. So, do I want anything on them at all? Maybe a bit of something on the tab or here, because this isn't overly decorated either, is it? Now we could go butterflies. Butterflies are always a good option, aren't they? We've got roses, butterflies. We've got the roses on there, haven't we? Birds. Let's just have a look. We could go stamp, I suppose. I am into my butterflies at the moment. I think it's that season. That one's lovely. Is that a cabbage white? Be nice on here, wouldn't they? Let's just get a few things out. I think that's the best bet. Love that one, but it's not the colour from here. I want something more neutral. That's the word I was looking for. Neutral. That one's the colour of that. We're getting a flotilla together. Okay, I think there's enough out there now, don't you? And what about here? Because we want the two to kind of come together. Don't know if I want anything on here, or it's not really journaling kind of page, is it? So we're very blue on this page. I don't know if you can see. That's quite nice. I wonder about an up pocket. I haven't had an up pocket for a long time, rather than down below. Might like that up there actually. I'll have to make an upside down tag to go in it. Okay, none of those. I could just have some paper in it, couldn't it? Right, move them out of the way. I do like the idea. Do I want to put a little divot in it so that we show what it is? Just a tiny one. It's an upside down pocket. Okay, I'm going to put this down before I put the butterflies down, and then I can decide, because I was thinking butterflies both sides. We'll kind of tie the two pages in together. There's a bit of blue on this this piece. Yeah. Oops. That was very full on page, wasn't it, with all the keys on it actually. Beautiful, but yeah, I think just some rustic paper tucked up there. And then maybe want a darker one on there, do you think? That's nice with the blue spots on its wings. Bringing a bit more of the blue in from over here. I definitely like this cabbage white one. I don't think I want them on the tabs, do I? Although, oh, I quite like those, but these are missing something. I suppose I could put a label on here, couldn't I? Okay, let's put them on the tabs. This is very thin paper, this one. Have to be careful with it. It's got a lot of white around it. Yeah, I think it looks okay still, doesn't it? Might put a number or a like a little specimen label in the bottom corner. That would even up, stop it being top heavy for decoration. Yeah, quite like that on the tab. It's not somewhere I would normally put it, but I think it looks, when it's in its pocket, it looks nice. Popping out, flying out. This is the fun bit, isn't it? Do you agree? I mean, I do love making journals, but this is definitely more fun for filming for me, I think. If I'm filming, I'd rather do this, decorate with you, than the making. I know people out there like to see all different things, and I will continue to make with you, but I prefer just making the bones of, oh, you're just going in easy now, aren't you? Showing off. I prefer to make the bones of my journals now without the camera, just because I can put my head over it and you know, all that. I like those. So I want something here, a label here I'm thinking, and a specimen label. Where were the ones that I made? Do you remember? See, aha, there you go. If you was watching the video, I haven't watched it yet, I just put it up without checking it. You'll probably see where it was. You'll be saying, we knew it was in there. But I didn't. Yeah, I made some, do you remember me making some little specimen labels out of book page? I thought they were in here. We need a bit of a tidy up by the looks of it. What are they? I think they're poison labels. It's alright making things, Denise, if you don't know where they are when you're looking for them. Of course, I put some of my labels in the drawers, didn't I? So I'll check if they're in there. I know I've left that little tin out. Are you in here? Oh, tipped it up and they all fell out. They're not mine, are they? No. Huh, thought I'd found them then. Oops. One more. Do you think I've got a label problem? Oh, these are nice actually. Ah, there they are, look. That's what I was after. Come on, in you go. So if you didn't see me make these, there is a video on them using book page to make your own. I've already forgotten what I called them. No, it's gone, the word's gone. I said it not long ago. The more I try, the less it'll come to me, so I don't want to know. I want smallish ones. No, very small. Some teeny tiny ones. Yeah, I bet I've used all small ones, so I've only got big ones left. You're quite small. Oh, you're not going on that. Silly. Yep. Now, let's hope I get them down flat and they'll go in that tight pocket. That's the only other thing. Specimen labels. I knew it had come to me if I wasn't trying. So they're like faux specimen labels. Yeah, there is a video out there. I just made them out of book page. Index book page. Yeah, it's lovely. I'll just leave it out to dry, but it went in okay. It was you a bit smaller, I think. Although it has got a blue edge on it. Let's see if I can get away with black. I think so. It's happening. You hear that? I don't know if you can hear it or not, but there's a beautiful bird outside. Well, I don't know if it's beautiful, but it's making a beautiful noise. Chirping away, happy as Larry, we say. For some bizarre reason, don't know who Larry is. Happy as Larry. And that's Summer Sunshine. Obviously, Buster. Simba isn't out there aggravating them. Oh yeah, I was going to tell you what he'd been up to, wasn't I? I completely forgot I was going to do it while I was doing this. Neil and I were in our pyjamas. It was only about 8:30, I think. But that's what we do of an evening. And there was a knock at the front door, which is unusual. People don't usually call on us at that time of night. And yeah, it was our neighbour, Mr. Next Door. I think he's called Steve, but Mr. Next Door is what I call him. And he said, a strange one this, I think your cat might be stuck on my conservatory roof. And he was. So we went out. And yeah, it jumped up from our fence, which is, you know, quite tall and quite near the conservatory. An easy jump, I would think, but the jump back was, you know, terrifying. And jumping from a fence onto a roof is not too bad, is it? But jumping from a roof back onto a thin fence, tall 8-foot fence, yeah, not quite so easy. And yeah, he didn't fancy it. He kept trying and he meowed at us. Oh. But he doesn't like us to pick him up, so Neil got ladders and went round and went up to him. But that's nice, isn't it? He yeah, every time Neil tried to grab him, he doesn't like being picked up, so he was like, no, don't pick me up, just get me down. Hilarious. So once Neil had grabbed him a couple of times, he was like, no, I'm not coming near you. He kept coming to the edge at the other side and looking and mewling. So Neil says to me, go get his toy that he loves to chase, which is like a little fishing rod with a feather and a bell on the end. I ask you. I said, he won't be interested in that. He's worried about. He said, go and get it. So, of course, he was. As soon as I went out with it, his eyes were like, oh, my toy. So Neil had to coax him over to himself with that. And yeah, while he was not looking at Neil and looking at the toy, Neil grabbed him. Oh dear me. So I just hope he doesn't do it again, because yeah, sometimes he does get himself into trouble twice the same way. Curiosity and all that. I'm assuming he went up after a bird, because he's, as you know, he's not used to being outside. He's been out a couple of months now, but that's not a lot, is it, for, you know, getting on for 5 years of your life. So when he sees a bird, he kind of gets excited and he shakes and he's like not quite sure what to do, but he knows he wants to kind of go towards it. He'd never catch one, he's not quick enough, and well, I say never, but at the moment he's not. He hasn't had enough practice. But yeah, I expect that's what he did, because a lot of birds do go on that roof. Oh, that's nice, isn't it? It's just a plain piece of paper, grunged up. I really like that. Don't want to label on here then. Yeah, so we got him down eventually, and I was explaining to our neighbour, you know, how he's not used to being outside and he's still learning learning the ropes. I said, you know, he's not used to people, and he said, oh, he does come up to me and lets me stroke him. So that was interesting to know, to find out, because we didn't know he interacted with other people. We knew he went in his garden, because his garden is very shrubby. He's got lots of coverage, lots of shrubs, and, you know, places that, oh, I meant to get the plain ones out, places that cats love to be. Whereas ours was, you know, a really basic empty yard. I'm sure I've said to you before, we're slowly filling it with things, but it takes time, doesn't it? Knowing what you want and learning the ground and purchasing these expensive you'll have to bear with me, because I'm not quite sure what I want there. I know I want something, and it wants to be fairly plain, but that's not it. So these are freebie tickets from Tanya at Tatty Treasure. I believe they're on her Buy Me a Coffee. They might not be, but I think they are. They could be on her Patreon, but I think on her Buy Me a Coffee. I've just printed them in different colours, on different papers. What do I want on there? Because I've got this, you see. They're numbers, aren't they? I don't think I want words. I'm not into words. Don't want stamps. Let's try some more labels, because I'm thinking labels are what I want. What have we got here? Oh, no, not too colourful. Got them all upside down, haven't I? So these are the sage and willow ones. I don't want the little tab shaped ones. No, that's not what I want. Is there anything else in there? Little teeny tiny things. All right. They're quite nice, aren't they? So these are from a kit by Tina at Shabby Dabby Doodah. Don't really want two things the same. Travel Bureau. What else have we got? Pictures, clocks. What is that? No idea. My eyes are not good enough for that. I really only want one. I'll leave them both out, and I'm going to have a look at tickets. I'm thinking just one of those. And tickets are where, Denise? Yep. I'm slowly trying to get everything into glass drawers at the front of my back of my desk. No. So that I know where everything is. I just keep adding to them, but we have so much ephemera, don't we? It's crazy. trying to find something. I think they're from Tapeology, because that's from Tanya. Oop. That's the same one. Yeah, I don't think I want one of those. Let's try that then. I just want something different. Oh, it cuts the other way as well, so it doesn't have to be that big. Not sure. I like it. I just feel like it's just put there. It's just sitting there. It's not. Would it be better over that? Quite like that one over there. What is it about this blank space that's bothering me? I might have to come back to that. I need to have a little think, because I don't know if I want something to write on, I think, on there. I just spotted over here these two bits of paper that okay, I've just had an idea. Just wait. Wait a moment. So these, I think, came also from Tanya, so I'm thinking Tapeology, but they may be from one of her other stationery places, but I think Tapeology is the one that she uses. Ouch, mainly now. I always get my fingers stuck in that, so I'm just wondering. Okay, I like it, but it's still too big. So let's go down there and across there. This is me faffing now. If it's too small now, I'll turn off the camera, I promise, and come back when I've decided what I want on it. Okay. No, I think we might have hit the streak, the winning streak. Yeah, I think that's it. So it's filled the blank space, but you know, it's still writing onable. Might be nice with another butterfly over it, but I'm going to stop there for now. Before I drive you all crazy. And look how long I've been on. So just 2 pages are taking me a video really at the moment, aren't they? But that's all right. Anything worth having often takes time, doesn't it? Where's my cloth? Because that will go behind that one a bit, I think. Yeah. Might put something on the back of those. Might stamp a word on the back. Okay, so that's today's video. Just those 2 pages, but yeah, I'm loving that upside down pocket very much. Yeah, and I'll be back many more days. I'm not going to rush this one, just going to enjoy working on it. So I said that that would be Thursday and Friday, didn't I? So Saturday, oh yeah, Saturday we're filling the giveaway journal, and then Sunday of course has to be scraps. So yeah, I'll see you Saturday. Those of you that are waiting for the giveaway, you need to go back and find the video that you need to comment on. Commenting on tomorrow's video, you know, won't do it. It's got to be on the one where I announced it, just so that you're listening to the videos. And yeah, we'll do that. We'll work on it tomorrow, and then Monday I'll draw it. Okay, have a lovely what's left of the day. I'm going out to sunbathe now for an hour with a cup of tea, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye for now.